Hi and welcome back. Today I am doing a two-page spread in my large Dylusions art journal, and I have one page that I put a napkin down on and then kind of went on and never returned to it. So I thought, all right, I'm going to do a two-page spread here and incorporate this napkin page on the one side and then do something on the other side to coordinate with it. So I just started here with some Distress spray stain in faded jeans. I sprayed it on a piece of deli paper and I'm just kind of smushing it across both pages just to get some organic color going and get my mind going, because I have no idea where this is going to go or what I'm going to do. So that's where I started, and it just kind of took on a life of its own. As you know, I work very intuitively. I just kind of let the piece tell me what it wants. Sometimes it tells me good things and sometimes it doesn't, so you can be the judge at the end, but this was the beginning. I sprayed this side with Dylusions ink in fresh lime and then just smeared it around with a baby wipe. Now I'm just taking this same baby wipe and just dabbing off that excess green to get some green over here. But I know if I rub it all, I think I'm going to smear all the Distress oxide stain, so I don't want to do that. And maybe I won't. I'm not sure if that stays reactive after you dry it or not. I know the inks do, but I'm not sure about the stains. But that's okay. I like this. It's a good starting point. I'm thinking about maybe some reverse stenciling or masking, whichever you prefer to call it. So I don't necessarily want this pattern. That was a napkin that I put down, and I like the colors in it. I like the text in it. I like these borders. So there's bits and pieces that I like. So I may just try and kind of do a mask. I'm going to get more blue in here. This book is getting really fat. I'm going to look for a stencil. I decided I'm just going to put some numbers over here. I didn't really find a stencil in my arsenal that I thought I wanted to use, so I'm just going to use, this is high flow acrylic, which is more like an acrylic ink, just carbon black, and I am going to put that on there, and then I'm going to wipe it back. Some on here, do the same thing. I want to see some of that color popping through. I don't want a real solid stencil. Let's see. Yeah, I got a little too wet on the 6. You can see the edges are a little funky, but that's okay. I think I'm going to move, though. Let's do 45 down here. Use up the black paint that I had out and put 1, 2, 3 on this side just to kind of make them go together a little more. I don't know where I'm going from here, but that's where I'm at. I'm not sure that I like this, but I am going to put these papers down. This side mostly it was to, like, not that I have anything against birds, I don't. but that's just not the look I was thinking about for this page. So I'm just going to kind of cover up the birds and the nests, and then I use some of the same papers on the other side just because it's a two-page spread and I like them to sort of look the same in some regards. So, and then I pulled a couple of papers from my digital collage packs. This postcard is in the old papers collage pack. I want to cover up my numbers. And it has the blue and the green on it, so I thought that would be okay here. I need more glue, I guess. I'm just using matte medium on there. And then this blue and green piece was just in my paper stash from a jelly print that I did. I did, by the way, spray both these pages really well with a Workable Fixative because I didn't want that Dylusions ink to reactivate and make everything messy. So I did that and turned on my exhaust fan and left for a while. This was the deli paper that I sprayed the Distress Oxide spray stain on and dabbed on the pages when I first started. I just dried that off and cut it into pieces. And then I just have some book paper. I will go over that with gesso. I know it seems a bit garish right now. Too much contrast right now, but we'll fix it. Just want to get them glued down and get them dry. That looks really busy. This one, I want to get something in this spine a little bit to cover that because I don't have any color in there. I think this will work. You know, whatever doesn't work, then we just cover it up and do something different. It's usually not a problem. Oh, and I did add some washi tape. It's a Tim Holtz Ideology design tape. I thought that looked good. Has the numbers and then the words, so stuck some of that on there. I just love the deli paper. I like the way you can see through it and goes down so easy. This is another piece from one of my digital collage packs. It's just a scan of one of my really early art journal pages that I did in that tiny little antique handwriting workbook. It's one of my favorites still, though. I don't remember how I had this. Let's go this way. Clear that some more. like this one. This side, I think it'll be okay once I get some gesso and knock some of this back. It just looks super busy right now. Okay, I decided I'm just going to use a little black gesso and just kind of edit out some of this so that it doesn't look so quite so busy over here. There, now they look more like they go together. I'm going to dry it and then I might add some more. That was just this Art Alternatives black gesso. Okay, it's dry, and while I was drying this and looking at it, I think what I want to do is add white now. It's a dance, people, it's a dance. Dark and light and dark and back to light. That's what I'm going to do. You know what? Like I said, if you hate it, then you just do something else. That's the thing with, you know, working intuitively, kind of doing it on the fly, making it up as you go along. There's not a plan, so you do something and you might not always know how it's going to turn out, or you have an idea of how it's going to turn out, but when it turns out you don't like it, so then you do something else. I'm just going to kind of just hit the tops of some of this paper and texture and see what we get. It just needs light. It needs the light. Yeah, I'm liking this better already. And it doesn't take much, really. And I'm just taking tiny little bits out of the lid on my finger. I don't want to lose those numbers. I think I need a clean baby wipe. What do you think? These baby wipes are so wet, I can wring them out, which I'm doing. So wet. If you were using it on a baby's bottom, he'd be sliding out of his diaper. Speaking of babies, my baby grandsons, if you've been following me, you know my daughter, my youngest, had IVF twins in March. Oh my gosh, they're getting so big already. And they live 5 hours away from me, so it kills me not to be able to see those kids all the time. But she sends me videos and Instagram stories and whatnot, but it's not the same. But she tries to keep me in the loop as to how they're doing, but they've like tripled their coming home from the hospital weight. So just had to fill you in. Now, do I like that? Maybe. Maybe. Makes that the focal point more, doesn't it? Alright, I'll live with it. Let's get some over here. Wish I had more wrinkled paper, because that's what it's really picking up, the wrinkles in it. Looks good on that. Can you see? Pretty much, huh? Let me move it up a little bit now that I'm working at the bottom. There. If you just wipe your hand across the baby wipe, you usually get enough moisture that will let you move that gesso around a little bit rather than have it just stick. I got a little piece coming up. I'm just take it off. I don't know if I like it as well on this side. I'm going to pull more back. Not my favorite spread, you guys. It's okay. It was, I mean, it was fun. I'm kind of bored with it, though. I don't think I'm going to throw any more at it because I'm not thrilled with it. But it's alright. I mean, I already had that napkin down, so I felt like, oh, I should finish these 2 pages. I generally do 2 pages at a time that kind of go together. So I did. It's okay. I want to see more of those numbers. They're really small. Alright. I'm done. I'm going to dry it and call it a day. I've been working on a cover for a altered book art journal. I'm having fun with that. So I may do some more on that and then go watch somebody else's videos for a while. So thanks for joining me for this page that we don't know whether we like it or not. I'll bring you up closer so you can see a little bit better. I know I can't get the whole thing in there. Hopefully it's focusing for you. I'll have stills at the end like usual, but see that little number tape? I really like that. So, where are we at? There. Okay, that's it. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. I'm growing slow, so if you want to share this video, that would help because there might be others out there who would like to join in. And in the meantime, can you tell I'm tired? In the meantime, go make some art. Bye.